What's better than one beef dish? Two. I'm Jordan Andino. Welcome to Making the Most of Your Meals. Today, I'll be making a Filipino and Jamaican oxtail, and using and repurposing the leftovers to maximize value, we're gonna create an Italian pappardelle dish with, you guessed it, oxtail. These days, you wanna get the most out of your meals. So what better way to do that than with beef? The two recipes together really play well off each other because from the first part, you can feed a bunch of people with just rice and oxtail stew dumped on it. Unctuous, salty, sweet, balanced. It's easy, big groups of people, great for family style. But then if you want to get fancy and refined and try to impress someone, you just pull some of that meat off of the bone, keep the sauce, get that base flavor, mix it with some pasta, good, bold, deep flavor. Don't sleep on oxtail, people. It's delicious. You're getting so much value just from a simple piece of an oxtail. It's pretty much like this long, and all we did here is we cut them to about 1/4 inch. You can even do 1/2 inch in thickness. So let's dive right into it, guys. So this has been kind of preheating. You can feel the heat emanating from it. Cooking this on about high heat the entire time. We're gonna take our veg oil and we're just gonna put that right in. We're gonna add our onions. And all we're gonna do is just give this a quick little stir. Our next layer, ginger. You're gonna start to get the aromatics. It's gonna start to come out and alive. Your nose is gonna just be kind of dancing around. You have your garlic right here. So you're gonna give it a quick stir and you're gonna notice that everything's really coming together. Salt. Now it's the fun part. Now we get to put our oxtail directly into the pot. Voila. Oh, we lost some, it's okay. And now we're just gonna give it a quick stir. Some salt. So we're gonna take some minced habanero, put that in there. Beef stock, the best of stocks. So now what we're gonna do is just gonna give it a nice pour. Next up, we're gonna add some cola. The cola and the carbonation will help tenderize, obviously lend some delicious flavor, and give you the kind of hint of sweet syrup that you want too. Soy sauce, we're just gonna give it a little toss to make sure everything's kind of mixing in properly. Here, we're gonna add a little bit of vinegar. Peanut butter here is great. Come here, don't tell anyone, okay? It's just called browning. It's literally just called liquid seasoning browning. I don't know what this is, but I do know that it's integral to a delicious oxtail. It's magic. Browning. Okay, let's just see what happens with that. All right, brown sugar. Last but not least, we're gonna add our bay leaves and just we're gonna mix this around. So bring it to a boil so that everything is of the same kind of temperature. Then we're gonna take it down to just a medium low, even a low heat, and just let that cook. We're gonna stir it every 5 minutes. At around 90 minutes, we're gonna add the next batch of ingredients to really take this dish from here to here. See you soon. Okay, so it's been 90 minutes now. You're gonna see just a light little boil. So we have our butter beans right here, scallions. Last but not least, we got our thyme right here. So we're gonna give it a nice little stir. Put the lid back on, cook it for a little bit more. So at this point, it's been about 2.5 hours, maybe closer to 3, and this oxtail is ready to serve. You can eat it over rice. It's gonna be delicious no matter what you do. But here's what I would recommend. We're gonna put this kind of just off to the side. So we're gonna let this sit down for about 45 minutes, and we're gonna chill it. Keep it overnight into a fridge. All that flavor and the gelatin that came out from the bone, it's gonna create this like force field of flavor around the oxtail, which is gonna be perfect for our next recipe using the leftovers from the oxtail, where we're gonna make an Italian-inspired pappardelle with braised oxtail. Recipe 2, let's go. So I have the oxtail chilled overnight, about 12 hours. All we're trying to do is remove the bone and just yield all that delicious meat. Separate out and give it a nice rough chop. Really utilize as much of the protein of the oxtail as possible, making sure there's no bone. And then just with your knife, just give it a quick rough chop. Because we already did all the hard work, this is just a quick pickup to really elevate the leftovers and what you use for that initial round of beef. Butter, we're gonna throw in our tomatoes so that they blister a little bit and kind of cook out. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. So now we're gonna throw in our oxtail right in there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep this on high heat. We're gonna give it a toss. Look how great this is coming together. Some of our Parmesan, and then a little bit of parsley, and voila, done. We did it. We got our oxtail stew and used the leftovers, maximize the use of our beef, and put that into this Italian pappardelle. Look how delicious this looks. Ah, you see that? You don't even need a sharp knife. It's so good. Nice little sweet at the end, but it's so tender. This is heart, soul, grandmother's cooking, family, and love, all in a plate. But what does it taste like repurposed? That was not supposed to be that good. Wow. Oh my gosh. You just get that amazing flavor of the beef, of that oxtail, and then it just really transformed into this truly Italian dish. Wow, so delicious, such a great way to cross-utilize and truly get the most amount of value from all the beef that you make. If you want to watch me and some other great chefs make the most of more incredible meals, go to beefitswhatsfordinner.com. It didn't stick, it's not ready yet. You want to impress someone, you got ribeye, you have tenderloin, you have a Chateaubriand, you have porterhouse. Maybe you just want to make something quick and easy for your family. You got ground beef, the roast or the rib. What's great is there's so many different recipes and so many different cultures that utilize every part. It's really a limitless amount of flavor and also dishes that you can get all from beef.